ever since the passing of Monty 5 years ago, much has been said and debated about his legacy and what his plans for Ruby were. I thought this matter was settled after the Shane Newville letter, and again when Volume 4 was the first volume that gave the characters something to strive towards. But alas, like a fake news controversy, the debate has risen its head once again.
So something that I think a lot of people don't really realize is that Monty worked on the show with Carrie and Miles right from the start. They developed the entire story all together. They worked on plot lines and big moments in the show, even small details. So everything that is happening is Monty's vision and something that Miles and Carrie were with him when they worked on the show before it even started. So
look, the simple fact of the matter is that we may never know what plans, if any, Monty had for the future. The only ones who attended story meetings with him were Miles and Carrie, two people who have every single reason to claim they're following it to the letter. I mean, do you honestly believe that if they were changing the story that they would admit it? I mean, fucking hell, Rian Johnson straight up said he was killing the past, and Kathleen Kennedy still did damage control saying that they were handling the characters with the utmost reverence. And these are characters created by a man who is very much alive and well enough to tell us what he would have done differently. Yet, all the dissenters are supposed to believe that not only did Monty have everything planned out, but that Miles and Carrie are following it to the letter just because Barbara Dunkelman, little more than a voice actress, said so? And may I make the bold claim that if they're changing what Monty had planned, that it's a good thing? Have you gone back and watched Volumes 1 and 2? Fuck, even Volume 3, which was in production when Monty passed away? I'm not going to shit on the man himself, but I'm not going to pretend he was in any danger of being involved in anything that would rate higher than a 6 out of 10. Frankly put, Ruby trying to tackle heftier themes and taking a more mature tone is infinitely more interesting than the 500 millionth Animu High School bully arc. Now allow me to pivot back to Monty's vision. This is a guy who made an entire henchman character at the 11th hour just because he was tired of animating Roman getting into a ship. The same man who had Penny cut a fleet of airships in half without notifying the head writer until the episode was already airing. Maybe, just maybe, making shit up on the fly because you think it's cool is exactly what Monty would have wanted. You might not think it's cool, but you're not the creator. It's gonna be cool to somebody. That's why it's important to be honest with your tastes and tolerances. I think Final Fantasy is digital ass cancer, and Advent Children is one of the worst animated features ever printed onto a disc. So naturally, I thought the dragon fight from Volume 4 had all the appeal of a lead anima. The entire debate is pointless. Things change. Sticking rigidly to an outline is how you get Game of Thrones Season 8. Not having an outline is how you get Rise of Skywalker. It's completely natural for a creative team to take input from whoever they please to make the best product they can muster. But therein lies the truth and the reason this debate annoys me. Nothing exposes the tonal dissonance of the hack quite like a round of whataboutism. If we're to believe Barb and the Ruby fanboys, then we are to ignore Shane Newville and the drastic shifts in characterization, which I would actually argue is a byproduct of having a set destination with no connective tissue in the outline. But if we are to believe that they're purposely bastardizing Monty's vision, we have to pretend like we magically know more about him than the people who knew him personally and pretend like Monty was the kind of guy who planned things out at all. End fucking point. So, I don't want to hear another round of Ruby whataboutism. Save that shit for the presidential debates. I'm Mediocrity4. Thanks for watching.